don't understand him. I don't understand my own husband, but I don't understand Jesse Jackson. I don't understand.
You better stop playing. Okay, let's move on because I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
Al Sharpton, I understand him, but I don't understand Jesse Jackson. He all right though. Trust me.
We got Al too.
You know he had an affair on his wife, but we ain't.
Oh, Jesse Jackson.
He had a baby.
Oh, okay. Don't get me started.
Let me tell you something. The relationships, friends outside the relationship. She probably was a friend.
He slipped.
Yeah, we all slip. We know he's not perfect. He slipped. He's not very perfect. But guess what? You know what they do? I think the society really tries to build you up so very high, and then they knock you down. Cause look at Barry Bonds. They are trying to indict that man. They're trying to give him some 20 years.
For the dog?
Barry Bonds for the baseball. Because he broke Hank Aaron's record, and then he's about to break Babe Ruth's record.
Yeah. But see, I understand, because the damage he did was more to himself. It's his body that may break down in the long run if he took steroids, you know.
Right, it's on him.
It's on him.
They just don't want him to be that.
I don't know how much strength you can get.
And they try to say that is what caused him to have the extra ability to get all those runs and everything.
I don't.
No, but don't it just make you buffer, or you know?
Yeah, but you know, in other words, so they're trying to act like he falsely has those runs. You know what I mean? The ability to make all those runs. You know, I think that's the bull right there.
Muscles slow you down anyway. You can tell by the boxers. You know, they got to box and they got the muscles, and you know that's why they have to sit down for a minute. Ding ding. You know.
I think that's the bull. I really do. I don't like that. It's just like another way of tearing down the black men, especially when they finally reach some. I mean, look at Bill Cosby. He had an extra affair. How come it all comes out?
He didn't have no affair.
He had a child.
He had a
Remember, it was a child. It seemed like every time they reached some great.
And what's the other basketball player? He had a daughter. She was taller, just like him.
Wait. I gotta go back to Bill Cosby. Did y'all hear before this lady was trying to say that Bill Cosby molested her?
She gave her a date drink.
Yeah.
Date pill.
And then they said a whole bunch of other women was coming out with it. I was reading that in an article, but it was old.
I don't believe it to be true, but
I don't believe it. I can't believe it.
I don't believe that.
Bill Cosby.
They try to knock you down every time you reach.
He's not so nice when you turn off the cameras, and you know if he gets you alone, he's gonna put a little something in your drink.
Or don't. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, they're just trying to mess up his great image that he knows that we all love Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
He's America's
favorite white and black.
And white people like him too.
Audience.
And when you got white people liking you, they always try to knock you down because they don't want to get too big for your britches.
I think they were trying to tear him down because,
so to speak,
a lot of black people were offended by the remarks he makes about black people. Yeah. Come on, people, let's get it together.
Yeah, I mean, you got that book out.
He's trying to be the father for like a whole race.
For everybody.
You know, and he can't
be. Talking about a bunch of comedians that cursing too much and like how it was.
Yeah, the book is called "Come On, People," right? The book is called "Come On," something like that.
Because he's a successful comedian, and he didn't have to curse his way or be nasty. Yeah, but
that's when he was young.
Yeah, but he cleaned it up, and he got very successful without having to use it. And so he's trying to promote that.
Look at Will Smith.
Look at Will Smith. Will Smith doesn't curse in his raps.
Great.
He never curses. I like that about Will.
He's so positive.
But Will Smith is
Oscar.
Yeah, he's big. He's huge. Him and Jada. He got
that new movie.
He got a strong sister behind him, next to him.
You know she's a rock and roll.
That's why.
And they're married. They're still together too.
That's why he's so strong too. He got a lot of power.
You know, she like rock and roll. She got
a band. She's a band. She's a black woman with a rock band. You know why? Because they got the power, and she wanted to do that. So she did what she wanted to do. I ain't mad at Jada. Do your thing, girl. Because it's like you can do what you want. There's no limits. Do your thing. She wanted to have a rock band. Well, do the doggone rock thing then. Rock it out.
I was really serious about Oprah sending me that refrigerator, right?
Oprah,
can you send us something? We want the refrigerator too. I ain't gonna never lie. Oh my God,
Oprah.
Y'all heard about Akon?
What?
When he tossed his fan out, he picked him up from the stage. They was having a concert. He got this fan and he threw him back in the stage. Like I looked how he tossed him back in the stage and hit a girl, and she sued him because she said she had concussion. And then he was at his concert in Trinidad. He took a girl and he was dancing up on her a little too sexually. She was only 14. So they are on him.
They try to put charges against him for that.
Yeah, they are on him.
Yeah, graphic. That's true. Because she was a child. She's a minor. And he brings her on the stage and he's bumping and grinding on the girl.
He said he didn't know.
Yeah,
because he came out with some apology song. Yeah, but you know what? He's just too rough, and everybody thinks it's okay. But you know what? I don't really care that much for him because he wants to get in the game, but he's being too rough. And you know what? In real life,
he start out like that.
In the real life, he's got more than one wife. Legally, wherever he lives, it's like that bigotry thing going on. He's got more than one wife. Yeah, he think that's cool. But see, that blurted out one time, and now they play that down because he really wasn't supposed to come out with that. But his personal lifestyle, he's allowed. They believe in that more than one. They're not Muslim either, but it's just that they believe.
What they do in their country.
Some people do. I don't know if it's a country, his culture thing or what, but you know, because white people do that too. You know that movie. I mean, they got circles. You know, on HBO special, they got a whole show.
What's it called?
What is it called? But it's called bigotry because if you get married to one person and then you're allowed to have another wife. I mean, they got a whole generation of people who do that.
Believe in that still.
And I think that's like wow. And then the guy has like 3 houses. All in the whole little area, and all of them are his wives.
That's just like the.
And he's got children.
Polygamous.
Yeah, he has children with each of these wives, and he takes Viagra. He has to, and each wife gets like 2 days. You might get Monday, Tuesday. You might get Wednesday, Thursday, and I might get Friday, Saturday, and maybe he gives Sunday to God, or get his rest back up. What the heck? But you know, I mean, if you were a Muslim, then they believe, that's how they believe, you're allowed 4 wives if you're a Muslim. Okay, you can have 4 wives, but number one wife must agree. They have rules. And then also, whoever the husband is who has the 4 wives, you must equally provide for each wife. And number one wife must say yes. She has to give her consent. And then if it's a go, then you must equally provide. You got a house and a car and a washer and dryer, whatever you got, I got to get it too. You can't do that equally? No deal.
No, that's
this is the ghetto version. These brothers, they just want to have 2 or 3 women. They just want to be sexing 2 or 3 women. That's the ghetto version.
They already doing that.
They're doing that anyway. That's the whole thing. That's the whole argument. That is one of the arguments.
But the sad thing about it is now women are doing it too.
Well, that's the whole argument. They figure if he's going to cheat anyway, they figure he's going to cheat anyway.
Let me explain to you.
Everybody needs to stop.
You don't understand.
Exactly.
You're a little younger than me, but women are the best kept secrets. They know how to keep a secret. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, they do. I'm not. It's not me. I'm married. You know, I think 14 years. How young? But anyway, I'm married. Long time. But women can keep a secret, and we'll teach a man how to keep the same one.
And we don't get busted as easily as most men do.
We ain't got to go put it on the
Another
TV.
subject.
Go get a notch in the belt.
Yeah, because it's like that's not fair. I mean, I don't know if I could live like that. For me, I just want one guy. I don't really want more than one guy. You know, I don't want to knock it. I have never tried this. I don't want to knock it because you know they say don't knock it till you try this. So okay, I wouldn't want to say no because I don't. But in my mind and in my heart, one is enough. If he's just the right one, I can be full with that because I don't want him around me 24/7 anyway. Hey, hello, go to work, honey. Go to the gym. Just as long as you're coming home and, you know, being with me like you're supposed to and nobody else is fine.
But see, that's what leaves the women out because they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
They're not taking care of us.
Right.
Black men must take care of us. And I believe we got to show them. I think that's another reason why we wanted to have our show.
Teach it to your sons.
We want to reach the
people. There you go. Teach your sons how to treat the girls like a lady. Teach the girls. We want to reach the show.
Mm-hmm. We want to reach the black community. That's basically what the dream of the show was, to reach the black community, because even though we're not we're only like 12% of the population of this country, we have like the most problems. You know, there was a statistics show on Eyewitness News just last week, and the numbers came back after they did studies on African American women, and they came back with